Good morning, folks. Happy Monday. Got some new dailies out. Something that I don't mind racing. Oh dear, let's see if we can make this race. Alright, no quali. I kind of just ripped a little 3-lap race there, just against AI. And I'm going to throw in the 991 push. Right, but we're going to try. We're going to try to up our game a little bit here. So yeah, right, we're in a kind of a pickle here with our B lobby because we're a little bit higher up in the B lobby, so some of the competition is a little bit steep. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try a couple races out here. After this race, I might jump over to my garage and kind of install the medium tires there, just so I don't got to keep swapping them before the race. Just because I think I have hard tires on them right now. See the garage? But yeah, kind of watched a little bit of people's streams this morning. Sammy Snake, see Digits online right now. Rory's back online. And I just kind of, legit didn't even watch one race of any of theirs. Just kind of scrolled through their live feed and saw when they kind of made their pits and whatnot. It looks like lap 8. Or sorry, it looks like coming into lap 8. We're gonna jump in the pits there and throw on some race softs. And yeah, starting last place. So starting from the back of the pack, this race, just take it easy pleasy. There's a lot of kind of intricate turns, penalty limits, so like always, just steady, calm, keeps my pace. DR doesn't matter. Let's have some fun and let other people make the mistakes. So just steady, all right? 12-lap race. Let's go. Could probably break a little bit later there, but it was my first daily. Right, first daily of this week. I kind of chilled this morning. It's garbage day today, so I kind of went around there, collected all the garbage, kind of made the coffee, fed the dogs and cats, did some adulting, you know what I mean? But kind of snuck down to the basement now. We got about 8:30 in the morning, Monday. So yeah, let's have some fun here. Let's kind of race for a bit. See if we can kind of start to conquer this track a little bit. But like I said, we're in a kind of a higher DR lobby, kind of on the cusp of DRA. So some of these folks have good racing skills. Just got to get my groove back in this track. Pretty common place to spin out is right there. try to wind these Porsches out a little bit there in their gears. They got a pretty good top end to them. This is a little tricky part here, just because these corners, so just come in light on the brakes, downshift, get your rotation down, light on the gas. It's another common place to spin out. Okay, some tight racing here. Keep my eye on the radar. Ooh. Hopefully I didn't catch any limits there. I did. That's okay. That's pretty common on this track. Ooh, caught another one. That's okay. Oh dear. Let this guy go by just because I don't want to ruin anyone's race. I'm just out here for the fun of it. And again, stay to my own pace, man. Like, I don't know. Some people are great. Some people might mess up in one corner, but if I'm consistent in all of mine, we should gain places. And not rush through. Right? Don't kind of engage, just kind of wait for your turn, wait for your spot. Maybe we'll bump it up to 3 there for brake balance, see kind of how that fares. I don't know, sticks a little bit more maybe through the corners. Could have came wider through that one. Okay. I think that's it right there. It's kind of, once you're cutting that last corner, kick it down a second. Like I said, I gotta do a few of these races here to kind of remember kind of all my lines here. Just scrape the wall there. Already somebody jumping in the pit to throw in the race off. Lap 5. Alright, those guys are starting to run away. That corner is fairly difficult, so I'm not too sure if these folks kind of messed up a little bit there, because I did gain some good time on them, man. Okay, and we're starting to look at kind of boxing soon. So at this point, I'm just kind of feeling out the group. Looks like some folks are dipping in. I am staying out because I might be crazy. That's okay. We got some folks up here that we can always catch up to. Maybe jive with them. track limit. Boo! Alright, I'm gonna jump in the pit, throw some race softs on there, and probably make up a bunch of time here, because I haven't even pitted yet, and P7 has already come out of the pits. That's okay though. Again, we're racing our race, right? We're not racing anyone else's, so. Alright, let's box. Alright, throw our race softs on here, and yeah. Alright, we'll kind of rock and roll here, see if we can catch back up. Underneath the track. And we will jump back out here, see where we're at. Okay, we'll serve our penalty this time around. Come on, I'll warm those tires up first. That's okay, let's kind of go. Let's start to push this little 991. That's right, I kind of picked a different Porsche, the other Porsche, the older Porsche, just to see how this puppy could do on this track, as Marinas. You know, I usually run the AMG here, but I just find the AMG for this course. Rear-wheel drive, front engine, a little bit tail heavy. So with the Porsche adjusted properly there with the brake balance. Oh, I forgot about my penalty. Nose around some of these corners. There we go, 1 second penalty ahead of us, so just, again, stay easy pleasy, consistency easy. We should be able to pass this guy. I'm very surprised I did not get a penalty there. .5 second penalty. Tricky. 2 seconds. Oh dear, hang on there. We're not done yet here. Lap 10. Our fellow Canadian captured fastest lap. Way to go, buddy. Still trying to figure out the smoothest way around that corner. No, probably track limit. I did not ignore it. I fully recognized it. Oops, maybe more penalties there. Hey! I'm sorry, I think I was zoning out because, again, my personal opinion about Gran Turismo is that whoever is planning all these races is absolutely like oblivious and probably doesn't even own a PlayStation or Gran Turismo, because like, why wouldn't you do this race at nighttime? Know what I mean? Why wouldn't you do this race at nighttime? There's a whole draw to this course is to race it at night because all the neons, the lights. Like, why even add that in if you're not going to present this to the audience that's dedicated to this game that races a ranked series? Like, hi. That's what frustrates me about Gran Turismo and why I've kind of moved over to Assetto Corsa on PS5, because, like, I don't know, we keep showing up, racing the same 8 racetracks and the same 8 conditions. So, you know, I jumped over to Assetto Corsa to check that out. Assetto Corsa Competizione. Very interesting game, right? Actually, it was drawing me in there for a bit with its career mode. And I've been busy, right? Summertime, nice weather, kids, company, all that kind of junk, right? So I haven't really been on here as much as I'd like to the past week or two, but I don't know, man. When I see stuff with dailies on a Monday morning or, you know, on the Saturday, Sunday coming up to the week, that it's like just a repeat of 2 weeks ago, of 6 weeks ago, of a month ago. It's kind of just to turn off. I just race against AI. I usually don't log on online. Maybe do some open lobbies, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, here we go. Grab P9. Alright, so R8, VGT, 992, R8, 992, Viper, 926, 922, me, 922, 922, 922, 922, 922. So yeah, there's a little bit of diversity here. But looks like for the most part, people are jumping in the 922. Right on. Jumped 5 positions there. Grab my daily workout. Alright, lost DR. Alright, lost DR. But whatever, right? Like I said, we're in pretty high B lobbies here, so you know, if we don't, even I finished in P8 and P7 in the previous when I haven't been streaming. Kind of the end of last week there. I was losing DR, so tough when you're trying to gain. You get and put against really good racers, and you lose. Sorry, sometimes my steering wheel has a mind of its own. So that is the 991 right down here. Where is it, man? Logged on this morning. I saw that there's issues kind of with watching the Gran Turismo feed kind of through their dealy deal up here, and it seems like it is gone. Right, so it says I can watch this one live in person, right? But it just brings you to the website. Round 2 Tokyo. I don't know. It happened Saturday. I was going to log on here today and kind of rewatch the races to get my free kind of prize, my 2 prize cars, but it looks like that stuff's disappeared. And even online this morning, it seemed like people were having issues. So I don't know, right, what's up down here? So server maintenance, right here, right? So temporary suspension of entries for round 2, viewer gift campaign. Sorry about that. So, following the start of the GTWS round 2, an issue occurred that prevented some users from submitting their entries for the viewers campaign. So, we've temporarily suspended entries for the campaign while we investigate the issue and work towards the resolution. That makes sense, okay? So, all right, so GranTurismo.com is not functioning properly or as intended. So, GranTurismo.com, you might not be able to sign into your profile, gallery, or upload any decals, etc. And in your showcase, you might not be able to access that, especially Gran Turismo 7. So, it doesn't look like this other in-game sport pavilion event archive. Alright. Hey, looks like another Manufacturer's Cup is on the rise for next weekend, right? The 22nd, for Group 3 races. I will see if I'm going to enter that. And we also have server maintenance. So, right, that would be next Thursday. So this is probably our update. So, whatever your EDT or whatever your time zone is, right? Right. This Thursday we'll be getting an update. Who knows what we will kind of get there. I don't know. So, yeah, right. Showcase, what did it say? The showcase. Something else was. Meh. All right, let's do that again, but let's jump into our 992 here. Let's make sure we got our racing mediums on. Yeah. Right, no new challenges there. We got our Manufacturer's Cup. All right, so Manufacturer's Cup starts on the 22nd at Suzuka. Right, so after Suzuka, on the 29th, the weekend after, we got CGV, Circuit Jean Villeneuve. We got the old Bathurst and Barcelona. So those should be interesting. Manufacturer's Cup. So take a look at these races. If I compete in these, I usually jump on with AI just through the world circuits and kind of rip some of these races again, just to get the feel of the traffic. Maybe tested a few cars that I like or that I'm familiar with, just because once you kind of sign for the Manufacturer's Cup, that's the manufacturer you stick with. In the past, I've always ran with AMG, just because I've had pretty decent luck with them, but who knows? Who knows this year what I'll do if I even join. Alright, we got some people already throwing down some times there. Alright, we got Majorine full course reverse. So I think last Manufacturer's Cup, maybe even before, because they don't really seem to change things up a little bit. This Manufacturer's Cup seems to be a little bit better with different tracks. But yeah, the past two Manufacturer's Cup, I think the races have almost been identical. And this was one of them, right? Measuring backwards, which is fun. It's got a good kind of flow to it, especially around this section, right? Then yeah, Daytona in the Mazda. Right, that could be pretty fun. Alright. Yeah, let's kind of jump in here, do some quali. I don't know. We'll just race on mediums. I don't know. Let's jump onto the softs here, right? Let's try to. No. Let's I don't know, let's try to Alright, we'll try to find some proper lines here. I kind of just jumped into that daily with like no prep other than like a small race with AI, but 3 laps, and I jumped in with 0 qualifying to our dailies. And I was even using the 991 or 99. Getting an N1. Now I'm in the 992. Oh dear. Track limits. So again, that's no, maybe shift into like third and rotate around there. Oh! Man, this track. Alright, the limits are very, very tight here. I'm just going to wind this out in fifth gear here until the top of the curve. Brake, 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 brake. Maybe even brake a little bit later than that. I usually stick to the inside, then I kind of fade to the outside right here. Usually brake at this line. Alright, rotate it around. I wasn't that clean, but you kind of get the idea. Ooh. Alright, let's try to go a little bit faster. Don't forget to check out SimUbe for all your sim race and accessories, from quick disconnects to touchscreen HUDs. I'm affiliate partner, so if you go down to my YouTube page there, you will see a link that will save you 10% on your first order. So take a look at the site, check out what you need, collect it all at once, and check out to save 10% on your first order through my affiliate partner link. Oof. I don't have great time here. That's okay. Nope, lost time. Alright, let's jump over here and see kind of if we could jump in to qualify. Okay. A few seconds here. All right, 14 minutes, run around the track for a bit, see if we could set a little bit of a better lap than 155. Already a trap penalty, so let's kind of start again here. Ooh. Is that cutting in there? Not a bad run right now, but looking to serve a 5-second penalty here. I think it's at the end of this straight when I'm kind of dipping through this little hairpin, I tucked in a little bit too much. Might have been track limits. It's hard to get around this track. We know that. We've all raced here before. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm getting this groove, but whatever. First day of racing. Alright, just under 2 minutes left here. Alright. Couldn't break 55. Alright, so another race. So 7 laps, race medium, 4 laps. Race hard. Look at that. Alright, kind of got thrown into P3, so let's try to hang on to that. Alright, good luck. That's a good race. Alright. See, like, look at that. Nighttime. Looks beautiful. But forget that. Who wants that? Let's put it in daytime. Like, serious, right? I think you're all nodding your head. I think everyone agrees. Right? Like, my goodness, man. Add some variety to your crap. Excuse me. You kind of wonder what other compounds of tires people are racing on right now. Some people got their higher softs. Some people got mediums. Oh dear. I'll let this guy go by me. Fuck down below. Let's try to rock and roll it around this corner. This is a tough part right here when you got a couple tires battling through some tight twisty parts. You really watch your brake distance here. You don't really want to cause anyone any grief here, ruining their race, but we want to race close. That's why sometimes I'll jump on with World Circuits and just race with AI first, just to kind of see the flow of traffic, what lines other cars will take, and I just grabbed the fastest lap there. I'm not too sure how folks are going around that corner, but maybe kick down to third for a split second just to help the rotate. Looks like we got a 0.5 penalty there and P1. Crap. Oh dear, look at this all. 0.5 penalty, 0.5, 0.5. Alright, so methinks the Ferrari's going to jump ahead here. Alright, there's going to be a battle going up front, so Gonna keep my distance for a minute here. Maybe really concentrate on getting around to these summer corners a little bit smoother. We got a few folks with some penalties ahead of us, so maybe we can... Oh, I have one. I forgot. Maybe we could jump ahead of Kettle Creek here. We do have the pack behind us starting to catch up a little bit as we're battling. Frig, man, downshifted. I'm a dummy. Ooh-wee, hanging on. Alright, wait, another lap and a half. We'll jump in the box. We'll kind of see what these folks are up to, though, because if they want to go in before, definitely going to follow them into it. Not doing so great in this section. That was a bad corner. Alright, I'm going to dip in this corner and pit. Alright. So, concentrate. So it looks like Kettle Creek was on softs. So we're going to jump out on some softs. Kettle Creek is going to be on mediums. Let's see if we can kind of jump behind the group. Maybe put on some good hot laps after the tires are warmed up after a lap, and see if we could maybe place podium somewhere. Ah, give me a break. Alright, that just ruined our race. Whatever. There's always next time. Yeah, what a bummer. See ya. Let this guy through so I don't ruin his race. Oof, I don't know what I'm doing wrong on that corner, but, alright, I got, Flamingo Cage. I'll let them go ahead. Nope, penalty. Nope, no penalty for Flamingo Cage. Penalties. Oh well. No more penalties, and let's stick with this other Canuck here. Alright. Join back up with these folks again. Alright, tight quarters, a little bit of bumping, a little bit of grinding here. I really don't want to get involved. We're all track limits. Oh dear, see what happened there. Alright, as long as I didn't grab a penalty, that's okay with me, but sorry about that, buddy. Just kind of came up beside you and you knocked into me. Alright, pick up another one. Thank goodness. I think that's 7 laps on mediums, and then throwing your softs. I think that might be the best technique here. So, bad corners, late braking, messed up a little bit, but that's okay. Ooh, that person caught right up to me. Ooh, I should maybe kick down to some other gears on those corners. All right, P5. I'll take it. All right, P5. Nice, well done. Save that replay and exit. So let's jump on to our next one here. I like that, like 3 minutes in between sessions, right? The worst is when you kind of sit around here for like 10 minutes waiting for the next race to start. I like quick starts, right? Finish the race, give us a couple of minutes, like three to five, right? Run up, go to the bathroom, grab a drink, you know, do what you need to do. You have 5 minutes to do it, but in this case, I like it 3 minutes. I'm not going to bother to quali again. We'll see kind of where we pop out there on the list of drivers, the grid order. All right, same kind of thing. Kind of stick with the pack. Pit going in lap 8. Race softs. And just kind of keep it easy. Maybe a little bit less penalties this time around. It's like almost like a second between me and first place there in quali 153. I got 155, so one person next to me, UFOologist, has 156, and 158, 159, so definitely a lot of people waking up, rolling on to their PS5s, and well, I'm kind of setting some quality times, so I'm sure the times will get a lot faster today and tomorrow as more people jump on. I'm gonna run -2 this time. I think I ran -3. So we'll see. All right, we'll see if that kind of smooths things out there as we kind of adjust. Again, affiliate partner Simube, so check out simube.com for all your sim racing needs, accessories, extensions for your wheel, quick disconnects, touch screen hubs, and dashboards. Yeah, check it out through my affiliate link on my YouTube page. Already we have some nonsense going on here. Alright, so that was awesome. Got pushed out of the way. So, here we go, fighting back the whole race because somebody just couldn't let me by. I think that's it around that corner. Maybe just keep it in first while I power out of it. Get those high RPMs, kind of getting the power to the pavement, to the tarmac. expecting these folks are gonna dip around me before this hairpin, so. Damn it. Lost some traction there and some time. But we are coming up on some traffic, so we might be able to make some gains here. Oh, come on, man. .5 penalties, so again, we're trying to really gain some positions back here because we got spun out on like the coming around this corner here, which sucks. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason for it. Yeah, that put me from like, what, P5 down to P14. Oh, another penalty. I don't think we're going to be placing that well in this race. Alright, next lap. We'll jump in the pits, throw in some fresh tires. Okay, let's get in for tires here. And don't refuel and don't cut the line coming out of the pits. Because easily get a 3-second penalty, which could ruin your race. Yeah, the front pack is too far ahead of us right now, so I don't think we're going to catch it, so let's just do the best that we can, right? Damn it, missed a gear. F-A-F-O. I wonder how difficult this person is going to be to pass. Penalty! Oh dear. 10 laps. We are kind of catching up to a group here, but we got a penalty we got to deal with. Another penalty we're going to deal with here. And this is going to be my last race of the day. I'm pretty much done with this. Yay! Alright, folks. I'm done. This is boring. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow. I'm done with Gran Turismo. I'm gonna join on to ACC again, continue my career. So I'm gonna jump on tonight, just on my own, and kind of rip around on some ACC and just kind of get back into the groove of that, because I don't know, man. Gran Turismo, it's bored me now. There's no change in anything. So same old tracks, same old conditions, same old penalties, same old cars, same old meta. Right, people who are, and it's good for content, which is a problem I find, is that people just complain about the race and keep racing it because they get views from bigger streamers, right? So yeah, I'm gonna jump on to a set of Corsa and kind of continue that. Just I find that, like, I don't know why that game didn't take off on PlayStation, because Gran Turismo already had the market or something. But yeah, I don't know. Try it out. ACC, a little bit different. YouTube some stuff. Found a video that really helped you set up the car, because again, it's it's not like Gran Turismo. So yeah, a little bit more fun, intricate. Yeah, different. Feels better. I think it feels better, the game. And this is coming from somebody that's played Gran Turismo since number 1. There we go. And one more ticket here. Cashing them all in. I'll get like a drive shaft. Yeah. 30 grand. Hey, it's a 30 grand pile. Alright, so yeah, again, enjoy the rest of the day, folks. Try to get outside. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.